It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to the Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. For this, the 28th day of December 2023, about ready to wrap the year, folks. So, one more show. By the way, I've done 251 podcasts this year. So, tomorrow's show will make 252 for the year. And the last numbers I saw was 22,000 something. 22,000 and change on the podcast network for, daily listeners. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We do have some headlines this morning. Not a whole lot again in the news cycle. 6 million and counting is our top story. Princess releases a new mobile app. Aroya cruises might look familiar. A couple well-deserved awards and a lot more here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. I'm Chillie Falls, of course, coming to you from Bedford County, Virginia. Looks like we're going to have a pretty nice day today. I've got a bunch of errands to run, including getting my glasses fixed. They sprung a leak on me. But a couple other things that I pushed off for the 2 days it was raining here. I just didn't want to get out and fight in the rain, so I'll get out and do that stuff today. Today, folks, is National Chocolate Candy Day. I'll eat chocolate candy. I'm not a huge fan. I'd rather have cookies, but then that's me. And if I was going to have candy, it would definitely be chocolate, probably. But anyway, National Chocolate Candy Day. So go have some, by all means. I might even find some in the kitchen in the Christmas stuff left over. So I can still celebrate with you today. All right, if you're listening via the podcast, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from. All the big guys, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, Pandora, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all of them. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and I pop up. If you're listening via the podcast and ever want to jump over to the video feed, there's always a link in the description so you can do just that in case you want to check out pictures or clips or interviews that might be on that day's show. Okay, folks. The Cruise with Chillie page is up on my blog. So you can go to accessadventure.net, and not only in the homepage, I posted the Magnifica cruise that I'm going to be doing on April the 8th. But then if you look across the headings, there's a Cruise with Chillie heading. And you can go to the actual page itself. There's actually two up, but I'm primarily promoting one right now, and that, of course, is the MSC Magnifica. Free drinks and Wi-Fi and some onboard credit. Kids sell free. There's all kinds of specialty things going on right now. And it's definitely a bargain basement cruise. So come sail with me. It'll be the first time I've been on the ship. You'll see what I do to study a ship as far as accessibility goes. I'm going to do everything on the cruise just like I do on a hosted cruise with what our group, however big it is. I'll do a breakfast meeting every morning. If anybody wants to join me for breakfast, I'll be there every day. I will have some kind of a pre-dinner, have a cocktail meeting, which may be in tune with the solo meetups if they have those. Usually on MSC, they have one the first night, and then you're left to your own devices. So it might be that try to meet some people in the first night and put a group together with our group and the solo group to give them a place to hang out for the week. Anyway, it's worked in the past, so we'll try it again. Then on the first sea day, I'll do a slot pull. And then on the second sea day, I will do a bar crawl. And then some other stuff during the week. So join me. I can guarantee you we'll have a good time, as many of the people that have sailed with me can attest to. All right, today, folks, is we had a pretty good night overnight as the numbers kind of hopped up a little bit. And I'm now at T minus 73. So 73 until the day I hit the 5,000 mark. So looking forward to that. All right, the top story today, folks, comes from Princess, by the way. Smash that thumbs up button. Appreciate that a lot. And take this as my invitation to subscribe. You know, we're here every day, 5 days a week. Then if anything happens on the weekends, you know, I'll be here for that. I will be following things Saturday and Sunday in case anything goes on in the cruising world. I'll do an extra broadcast or two, depending. All right, the top story this morning, folks. It's been a great year for Royal Caribbean. Why did I put that picture up then? It's the wrong picture. That's the right picture. It's been a great year for, see, I think I screw something up every day. It's been a great year for Royal Caribbean, which is backed up by some tremendous numbers to close out the year. Cruise line has shared a variety of fun facts and statistics for the year. The past 12 months have been great ones for Royal Caribbean, with more than 6 million guests setting sail with the cruise line on their 26 ships. From the grandmother of the fleet, Grandeur of the Seas. I have not sailed on Grandeur. I've had a couple chances and didn't make it either time. It's one I'd like to sail. And of course, the newest vessel hosting guest, Wonder of the Seas, won't be the newest vessel hosting guest much longer, as Icon of the Seas will be out, next week? So, together, the ships have visited a total of 252 ports of call worldwide, from Alaska to Australia, Mediterranean to the Caribbean, Asia to South America. The most popular part of call is Cozumel, Mexico, with more than 3.6 million guests visiting each year on a variety of Western Caribbean itineraries. Of course, I love Cozumel. Guests have also been enjoying the stunning itineraries, exploring European capitals, adventuring in Alaska Inside Passage, saying aloha to Hawaii, and so many more amazing destinations, all with Royal Caribbean's exciting onboard features and great amenities. Of special interest is Royal Caribbean's private island destination in the Bahamas, Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is always a favorite port of call for experienced cruisers and new sailors alike. This year will bring even new experiences to the island as well, with the opening of the adult-only Hideaway Beach. Looking forward to that on the next time I'm there. During 2023, folks, Royal Caribbean served 14.5 million ice cream cones. They mixed up 3.3 million pina coladas. I had several of those. They had 12,800 performances at sea. That could have been either shows or like the aqua shows, total 12,800 performances. And in the casino, there was 82,135 jackpots won. So it was a pretty good year for Royal Caribbean. By the way, Carnival also put some numbers out. There were different style things, so it wasn't not a comparison, folks. They're the biggest, 1 and 2. But Carnival's numbers, the one interesting thing I thought was that during the year, Carnival attracted 3.5 million new cruisers, first-time cruisers in 2023. That's a pretty substantial number. So, all right. I'll be back with a couple more stories after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, the next story, guys, goes back to the first picture I tried to flash up. It's in the wrong place. The next story comes from Princess. They released a new mobile app that's now available on Android Play Store and Apple App Store. Princess Cruises has completely designed a new app from the ground up that uses less memory and consumes less power on mobile phones. It has a new interface with enhanced personalization, quicker access to features and fonts that are easier to read. And no, folks, I cannot tell you that I've downloaded it yet because I haven't. The new app has all the great features that Princess Medallion class app has, including ocean-ready streamlined boarding, dining reservations, guest services chat. From now, the new app will coexist alongside the old app from Princess, and guests can use the one which they prefer or use both. To download the new app from Princess, open up the Princess Medallion class app, and a notification will appear that will allow you to download the new app. Now, I was on Princess in September. I didn't see anything wrong with the old one, but then that's me. So, they think it's better. So I'll try it out, pretty soon. I might hint that I'm planning on a Princess cruise soon. Who knows? Never can tell. All right. Aroya, gotta say it right, folks. Aroya Cruises is a new cruise line operated by Cruise Saudi with a focus on Arabian sailings, and they've unveiled their very first ship, which might look familiar to Norwegian Cruise Line guests. Though the ship is undergoing extensive refurbishment before she can begin welcoming guests, the vessel is the popular breakaway class first pioneered by Norwegian Cruise Line. And no, folks, I'm not saying that it was a Norwegian ship. The ship is the former World Dream from Genting Cruises, which went bankrupt in January of 2022. The ship ceased operation and was part of liquidation proceedings, while the ship's new name for Aroya Cruisers has not been officially announced. Shipyard data indicates the name is Aroya Manera. The vessel is currently undergoing extensive refurbishment at Meyer Werft Shipyard in Bremerhaven, Germany. Cruise Saudi purchased the vessel early in 2023. Congratulations to Cruise Saudi. Congratulations to Aroya Cruises. I'm not congratulating Genting because you know my feelings about those clowns from Genting. I still think they should be in prison, not running another cruise company into the ground. But that's a personal opinion, folks, not a legal one. Okay, so a couple well-deserved awards came out of the Cruise Hive Awards last night. Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Cay was voted the best cruise line private island destination. And Carnival Cruise Line came out on top for the best service and crew in the annual Cruise Hive Awards for 2023. Those were announced last night, and congratulations to both Carnival and Royal Caribbean. I was supposed to sail Carnival this year after a year off from them, and that was one that I had to cancel. That was the Pittsburgh Jason cruise that I had to cancel because of the stupid tow. By the way, folks, the tow doesn't hurt anymore, but it's still ugly as hell. It's still totally black. The nail is starting to grow in. I'm sure if something smashed down on top of it, I'd be screaming. But I've been able to protect it so far. Okay, that's the end of the news portion today. It said there wasn't a whole lot of news today. Again, but you have that every now and then, folks. So let's go see who's fussing at me over in the chat room. Hot Air Tom, what in the world were you doing here? I mean, at the break of dawn this morning, Hot Air Tom was already in the chat room. I thought his clock might be broken, or else Cindy just flat kicked his butt out of the house. But he says, I upgraded sound driver via Norton software, and all of a sudden, no sound on laptop unless headphones are connected. I use VoIP phone for work and hate wearing headsets all day. He says, nope, was just working on the sound on the laptop and saw your icon was up for today's show. Usually don't see it until about 30-minute notification. Okay. Hot Air Tom, I'm glad you were able to park your butt in the chat room for longer than normal. I feel useful. Hot Air Tom, I love you to death. Amy's with us. Good morning, Amy. There's Kirk Brunson YouTube and Facebook channel says, hey, Tom, how's it going? Mike's with us from over on the other side of the pond. There's Steve out in Kentucky. There's Dennis with us from Greece. Hey, Chillie, get new lenses too so you can read the chat. I don't know if I'm going to go through all that kind of crap today or not, but I definitely got to keep the one lens from falling out. And my backup pair that I use when I'm outside because it's photo grays. Yeah, and I need a new pair. I hate spending all that extra money. I've had enough expense out of the house this year. Good Lord. About had a stroke last night. I thought we had another toilet going berserk. It's been a year of, I've had multiple plumbing bills this year. Multiple. And a couple of them, one of them was from digging up the whole damn yard. So you know what that cost. Katie's with us. Good morning, Katie. Rainy and in the 50s today's. Have delivery of new dryer tomorrow. Well, very good. So Katie is poor now. Send Katie donations, folks, to help pay for the dryer. Do a group slot pool. Yeah, I do. I do a slot pool. Try to do that the first sea day. I've been keeping it to 20 people just because, it's a little easier to handle and doesn't take up quite as much room or make as much racket in the casino. When you get 30 or 40 people, and then you're doing it forever. But 20 seems to be a nice number, and everybody has fun. And of course, it has nothing to do with the gambling, folks. It's a method of meeting everybody and finding out a little more about everybody in your group's personality. So for that, it's always fun to do. And now if we get lucky and win something, super. I've won one time on a slot pull. We cashed a substantial amount. Now I've pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled. I've been there where we've kept it going for a long time. But yeah, I enjoy doing slot pulls. Dennis says, hopefully Icon of the Seas will be fully accessible. Yeah, I hope so too. Katie says, we're staying in an accessible cabin since one of my cruise roommates had to get she had to get a scooter. Yeah, I saw where she hurt her knee. So if she hasn't already done it, tell her to get a whole scooter around. Code Chillie, that helps too, if you think about it. Best pina colada, mix a tin of crushed pineapple and Coca Lopez brand cream of coconut. Fill with ice and mix on high until creamy. Delightful. Add dark rum, not spiced rum, for the adults. Yes, indeed. I always have at least one pina colada on every cruise. Always. I don't drink them all the time because I like to really enjoy a pina colada. Now, also when I get off the ships, that's usually my go-to drink, no matter where I am, is a pina colada. And I don't care if I'm at a Senior Frogs or a Margaritaville or any of the trashy places or a locals joint. I usually order a pina colada. One, especially in the Caribbean, I don't find good bourbon a whole lot of times, but they do make really good pina coladas a lot of places. So, yeah, I like my pina coladas. Only on a cruise. I never make them at home. Of course, I don't drink at home much anymore. I used to a lot, but not anymore. Not that I'm opposed to it. As a matter of fact, one of my main Christmas guests was some University of Kentucky tumblers. I won't say where they came from. And had to kill my son to send me some Kentucky swag. So he's not a Kentucky UK guy. He's a U of L guy. So, and that's fine. Actually, he went to Morehead State and then went to West Virginia for grad school. But anyway, I got some Kentucky swag for Christmas. And one of them is some nice tumblers. So, Emily's with us. Hello, Emily. Joanne's here. Hi, Joanne. Dennis says, pleased to see you guys. Dennis, we were talking about you yesterday. All good. Yes, we always talk about Dennis when he's not here. Actually, I can't even remember what I said about Dennis yesterday. I had Dennis's shirt on the day before. Now, that's what I'm calling my Mickey Mouse shirt now. It's my Dennis shirt. So, I forgot to comment that Chillie read yesterday watching the replay. Chillie is getting his specs fixed today. So I suggest he gets new lenses too. Yeah, good morning, Kenneth. Kenneth's with us up in Pennsylvania. Kirk Brunson YouTube and Facebook channel. Welcome to Chillie's show. Yeah, I agree with that. Welcome aboard. Hot Air Tom says, I suggest a 70-inch HD TV with input from the laptop mounted wall in front of Chillie's desk. That should make it large enough to read. Hot Air Tom, you got all kinds of money to do stuff like that. I don't. I'm trying to pay for cruises, remember? Gretchen's with us. Hi, Gretchen. Costco has excellent prices on specs. We don't have a Costco here. That's the problem. We were talking about that last night. We have a Sam's Club here. I try to not go to any of those because they're, it's too big. It's too hard for me to get around inside. So I'm not real wild about that. But anyway, I go to the place that's you buy two or something. I don't know. It's a regular joint that I go to. Emily says, lots of luck with my new glasses. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting new glasses, y'all. I'm getting the lens fixed so it doesn't fall out of the frame. I don't want to go spend another, $600 for a new pair of glasses. And then it says again, Coco Lopez brand cream of coconut. I will have to get that. I don't think we have any here. I don't know. Angela sprained her ankle. That's right. She will be fine. It's her friend that had a scooter due to a stroke. Okay. Well, and that's okay that you're in a accessible cabin. I love them. Most of them have plenty of room for turning scooters around, as they do for turning chairs around. I'm still not sure about what we're going to do with Hot Air Tom's cruise on the sky this fall, but we'll see. And no, Hot Air Tom, I know you suggested I take the folding chair. Yeah, I can't do that. I gotta make the C2 work no matter what. So I'll come up with some way. If I can't get it in the door, I'll come up with some way of storing it and getting it charged. So let's see. Everybody's still speaking back and forth. There's a toll-free number. I'm not going to take that while I'm on the air. I use crushed pineapple for the pina colada. Do not drain. Emily, did you see Steve's whoopie pies site? Yeah, Emily's got some whoopie pies on her way. She actually ordered some. I was impressed with that. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Unless something major happens, I got one more show for this year. And that will be tomorrow. So make sure you join me for Friday Travel and Cruise Industry News podcast. Same time, same channel tomorrow. And we'll see how things go. So that's it for today, folks. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Later, y'all.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.